Well, well, well. Here we are again, UFC fans. Here we are again. It is I, Crypto Creep. It is you, UFC fans. Perhaps not. Perhaps you are Karate Kid fans. I do not know. And frankly, I don't give it. Let's start off by reviewing UFC 307 really quickly. Get that out of the way, and then we'll go into my picks. Get this over with, so you don't have to see me, and I don't have to see you. Or no, I like you. I like you. Let's keep you coming. Let's less of me, more you. That sounds a lot better. Let's just go with the Kayla fight. Oh my God, went the distance. It went the distance. An entire 3 rounds, guys. 3 rounds. Went the distance. One of the most boring fights I've seen. They've been blowing this girl up because what? She's like a 200-pound woman, and they're throwing her here against 135ers. I don't get it. They got her from the PFL, the International Fight League. Did she come from Eagle One? I don't remember. But you know what I do remember is that she ran from Chris Cyborg in whatever league that she was in, and now she's in the UFC. And what, she has 2 fights? What is it? 3-2? Fought 2 times, and they're already talking title shot to this girl. Fight was boring. She called out the current champion. Yada, yada, yada. Boring, boring, boring. Nothing happened. She got a hematoma, on her head. I thought it was gonna explode. That would have been awesome if that happened. But it didn't happen. So there's nothing big talking about that. That girl has a whole bunch of jazz, a whole bunch of stuff coming behind her, pumping her up in the division. And obviously, you know that the corporation paid a pretty dime for her, and that's the only reason that she's currently there now. And I don't know how long she'll have it. I want Nunes to come back and whoop her ass. Or let's bring Cyborg back and smack her around a bit. That'd be freaking hilarious. Right? Wouldn't we love it? Wouldn't we love it all? Then we had the Holland and Roman fight. This is also a letdown. Oh, and I won that one, by the way, the Kayla Harris one. I bet on her. Of course, I decided they were going to wrestle and hug and kiss. Next, we had the Holland and Roman fight. This went not exactly how I thought it was, but I knew if Roman got the advantage early, it was going to end up like this. And of course, you got DC glazing every kind of wrestler there is. The Cormier Cuddle Club, as we call it. He just glazes all these wrestlers. Oh, there's a takedown. There's the ankle pick. There's the double leg. Blah blah blah. It's all he cares about. It's the most boring part of mixed martial arts that there is. I don't care who you are. Only wrestlers like that crap. Most of us want to see a fight. We want to see strikers, etc., going at it. If you can't provide that, I probably don't care. If I wanted to see 2 dudes wrestle, I'd go down to the local college and I'd watch a D3 wrestling match or a D2 or a D1. I'm sorry, and I get it. Wrestling is a part of fighting, but it's not a part of real fighting. Because let's say on the street, you go to double pick me or whatever, and you get kneed in the face and hit the ground, you get stomped the hell out on the ground. Or I'm going to hit you with something in the back of your damn exposed head, and you're going to go out on the ground. So there's got to be something done with this. Holland got hurt real early. I thought it was a shoulder pull, but it turned out it was a rib injury. So Holland was mad about that whole thing. Of course he would be. I expected at least some hands thrown. Because Holland can fight. Don't get it twisted. Holland can fight. He just didn't do it now. He got hurt. He got messed up. Boom. He got kicked the heck out of there. And he was gone. I know him and the other dude, the one that knocked out Wonder Boy, got into it a little bit. Because they were talking shit afterwards. But I guess they masked all that beef, so that's done. I took Holland in that fight, even though I wanted to take Roman because I feared the Cormier Cuddle Club curse, which is a wrestler is going to lay on him for however many rounds just to get the win, make it a boring fight, which he did. So now we have 2 so far of this card that falls under the Cormier Cuddle Club curse. The 4 C's. The dreaded 4 C's. Then we had Aldo and Batista. Oh my god, the streak goes on. This is another Cormier Cuddle Club goddamn nursery garden of this boring wrestling nonsense. And I get it, other coaches and shit are like, oh, he's just doing what he's got to do to win, to survive. You forget a key thing. It's entertainment. And I'm sorry, that's not entertaining. Unless you're one of those jock-hugging crotch sniffers like Cormier and those guys are hanging out with all the time. Nobody finds this crap interesting. We want to fucking see a fight. We want to see a fight. Where? Where is the violence? Where is the fight? I don't know. But it was Aldo and Batista. The freaking Cuddle Club strikes again. Remember, Aldo retired and came back. He's an older man. He was so bored with retired life that this man came back to fight again. I believe a whole other weight class too. That's how much he loves the sport. Do you think he wanted to sit there and wrestle some freaking weirdo for 3, 4, 5 rounds, whatever, just to lose a crappy decision, make less money? I mean, all he had to do, he was fighting the cage the whole time. And once again, the whole time you hear on the commentary, DC just glazing wrestlers next to, who was it, Rogan there or whatever, just blah 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 wrestling, and you can tell when you're wrestling because this weighs down on you, or you got an ankle pick. You can tell when wrestling you need the ankle pick, or you can tell, you know, a real good wrestler knows that you got a double. Shut up. No one cares about that crap. The only one that cares about that crap is you. It's boring. It's unneeded. No one wants them. No one likes them. MMA Guru freaking, I was watching his live stream when this went off, and he freaking flipped his noggin about this crap. These judges were wonky from the start. I mean, there's no surprise there. Good old Utah landed Marman, but they were losing. They were doing weird scores. All this. I kind of seen Batista winning, not because of skill, but just because of hugging and grubbing, man. That's what he did. He pushed him, stalling on the fence. UFC needs to revise their rules. There has to be some kind of rule against these wrestlers that just hug and or like stall against the fence because they got one takedown and they know they can win the round out. This has got to stop now. It is boring. It's unneeded. We don't need it, and in fact, we don't want it. I don't think any true fight fan wants this at all. But Guru was saying he was freaking out about this. He said 10. What did he say? 10K to the first one that knocks him out cold in the ring, and then 1K for every follow-up shot after he's out. He wants this guy hurt. I know he got this guy. He wants this guy hurt. That is funny. I'm not sure the legality of that. That's kind of like offering a hit up. I'm not sure. I don't know. But I get it. Like, I was screaming right along with him. Like, this is bullshit. We should know better than this. This should not be the hair that broke the straw that broke the camel's back per se. But if it can be, and we can get these wrestling dinkbots out of here, I'm all for it. So I picked who did I pick? I think I picked Aldo in that one. Yeah, I think I picked Aldo, so I lost that. Then we had Pennington versus Pina. Championship fight. These girls are not even opening their eyes when we're swinging at each other. Does anyone else notice that? Am I the only one that notices this? They're closing their eyes, and how do you see what you're hitting? How do you see what's are you just like guessing and like hoping not to get hit? Like, I don't understand the whole technique behind it. I expected a lot more out of Pennington. I expected a lot more out of Pina. I don't get what the hell that they were doing. It was absolutely, I don't got much to say about that, and that's unfortunate because that was like the co-main event, and there was literally nothing there. There's no juice for the squeeze, so to say. It was a huge letdown. I thought Pennington's boxing might take an advantage, but then I remembered the whole curse of the Cormier Cuddle Club, and I know Pina likes taking people down, so I assumed that maybe Pina would take that route, which she did. On the scorecards, I kind of had Pennington winning, but that doesn't matter. Don't let it go to the judges, they say. I did pick Pina to win, and she did. And now we have a new women's champion. And I guess that's who, Harris? Kayla Harris, the first lady we were talking about, is now going to be gunning for. Because that makes her enemy and the one in the line to hit her success. And then we have the Pereira versus Khalil Roundtree Jr. fight. Wow. This fight made up for all of it. Wow. This made up for... okay, didn't make up for it, but justified the card. It definitely shouldn't be no $70, $80, $90 card. This should be a $20 you can buy off DirecTV or something. But it was a great fight. I've never seen Pereira against such opposition. Khalil was definitely winning one or two of those earlier rounds. The first round definitely went to Khalil, I thought. He was definitely putting it on him, throwing some whoop ass in Pierre's corner. And like Pierre said in the post that like people aren't used to seeing him deal with adversity, but he does, and they're not used to seeing him with marks on his face, but he gets them, and it's just new to the audience because they don't see it. And I'm sure he's right. He's been in, hundreds of fights, and the man knows what he knows. He's a fighter. But man, Khalil's face looked like a hamburger mashup at the end of that. I think it lasted to the fourth round. He had like skin like hanging off his dome piece and shit. He was getting all boxed the hell up. It was a good fight. It was a great fight. Props to Khalil. I gave Khalil mad props. He did better than everyone I've seen that fought Pereira next to Izzy. Izzy's the only one to knock him out, and that's at 185. And the only reason I think that he knocked Pereira out is because of the weight cut, the water to the brain. I think it might have been a little bit easier to knock the man out. I don't know. Comment below if that's a real thing. But I definitely think that was a part of it. At light heavyweight, Pierre is a star. He's an all-star, baby. He is a freaking all-star, and he is rocking and rolling. So I guess I know he's taking some time off. I guess Agla Megadov, whatever that dude's name is. I'm so sick of these fucking names, dude. Name him John. His name's fucking John Dixon or some shit. Let's make it real fucking easy. At least for me. That'd be great. But I had Pereira also retaining the championship. Like I said, mad props to Khalil. He did his damn thing. And he will be a formidable foe in the future. He will be back. And I pity the next man that he's gonna dust, because he is gonna dust him. And like I said, I definitely I picked... He broke his face. He broke his goddamn face. They stopped the fight because Khalil had a broken face. So that puts me in the ratio of things at prediction 14 out of 25, which puts me at 56%. Now, I did not go down. No. Daddy did not go down. Daddy did not go down. But Daddy barely went up. He went up 1%. And I'll tell you what. Going up 1% is fine with me. And it sure as hell beats going down 20 or 30. Or how it can be if I call a really bad card. So I'll take that. I will definitely take that. We may not see him fight for a while, and I can't wait till we get to see him fight again. Now, with all of this crap being said, all of these great, marvelous fights, let's get into why you're here. Why I'm here. UFC 308, Tuporia versus Holloway, is an upcoming mixed martial arts event produced by the Ultimate Fighting Championship that will take place on October 26, 2024 at the Etihad Arena in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. Yeah. We're all excited for this, blah, 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 or we're not. Alright, first off the gate, the Cyril Gane and Alexander Volkov fight canceled. We knew that a couple weeks back. So if you're here for talking about that fight and you're not up to date on your UFC media and info, that fight is off. It will not be happening. It will not be happening. So scratch that off your lottery cards. It's not happening. First fight. Like I said, I take the top 5. I take the top 5 on the card. Middleweight is Shapir Dutin-Magomedov, 14-0. The Pirate Guy. I call him the Pirate Guy. He has like one eye. And you only see him really on Abu Dhabi cards because he can't get cleared to fight in America because he's like half blind in the one eye. The commission won't let him fight, I guess. Versus Armen Petrosian, 9-3-0. Now, I'm not sure, but I kind of think Armen is in the Cormier Cuddle Club. If not, he's at least registered for the academy, so that could be a complete sleep fest. I do not know, but I love how that Pirate Guy looks. I think he's been filming movies. I just hope he hasn't been filming too many movies and not training enough. But he's the Pirate Guy, so I gotta take the Pirate Guy. I'm gonna take Sheriko Do Dippin' Slippin' Slappy Gula Hala guy. I'm taking him, okay? Only because he's the Pirate Guy, and I like how he looks, and he looks kind of scary. He don't scare me. You know, don't scare me, but it might scare you. You know what I mean? Don't scare you, but I like the way he looks, and he's 14-0. He has one no contest, I think. Probably the time he got his eye pirated, right? Probably. And Armin's like 9-3. I don't know. Maybe he needs more experience. Of course, this might be the time like he gets drugged to the ground and beaten the hell up. So there's a good chance either way. But I'm taking Pirate Guy. Light heavyweight Mcgregoresque and Ankalaev, 19-1-1, no contest, versus Alexander Rakic, 14-4. This is a good one. This will definitely be the determination if Ankalaev does deserve the shot at Pierre, but a lot of people said he should have been the one fighting anyway, and not Roundtree. So that's neither here nor there. But he is both a good grappler and striker. I think Rakic is more known for his striking. Rakic, is he more known for? I'm not sure exactly. But let's go with Magomed Ankalaev. Just because of his he's like 19-1-1, like I said, but well-rounded. I can't remember a fight where I've seen him get totally tossed. So definitely a possibility for him to carry on this momentum into the future and possibly be a new champion. Although I bet Pierre probably dusts him too. I don't know, maybe. But I'm taking Magomed Ankalaev in that one. Next we have featherweight. We have Leroy Murphy. No, I don't know if it's Leroy Murphy. It's like Lerone. I don't know. It might be French. He's 14-0-1, no contest. Versus Dan Ides, 18-8-0. You might remember Dan. He came in on like 48 hours notice during that. Was it Diego Lopez fight? I'm not sure. Or one of those cards in the past couple months. He came in like 48 hours notice. Like a goddamn warrior superhero he did. And he did his damn thing. I think he might have won that too. I'm not exactly sure. But he's fighting, like I said, Lerone Murphy, 14-0-1. And then you got him, who's 18-8-0. So now the question is, who is better? Who has the skills? I mean, they both have... I mean, Dan has more fights, but Murphy has a better record, I think, overall. So, and that's featherweight, and that division's so topsy-turvy. I'm going to go with Murphy. I think I'm going to go with Murphy on that one. I just wouldn't know. I'm not sure how I would call that one. It's a very questionable Very, very, very suspect fight, to say the least. Our next fight would be middleweight. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Robert Whittaker, Bobby Knuckles, 27-7-0 versus Khamzat Chimaev, 13-0. And once again, I'd like to point out you haven't seen Khamzat fight here in America yet because I'm thinking he's having some visa issues. He does have relationships with that drug, what was it, warlord or whatever over there. A lot of shady ties. That's his fault. That's his problem. He should probably work at. You're guilty by those you associate with. If I was hanging out with some warlords or dictators, I'm sure they would look at me questionably. Khamzat, if you want to fight in America on these big cards, buddy, you're going to have to ditch some friends, bud. I highly recommend you doing that. But this is a fight. I don't even know what to do, who to call, what to say about any of this. Because it's so, both these guys are so bloodthirsty, so just intimidating, such powerful machines of the art of war, embodied. Bobby Knuckles and Khamzat. This was supposed to happen before. And then they replaced, Khamzat got sick. Every time he gets a cold, he dies. And Whittaker still took the fight against this other dude. I believe he KO'd him in the first. Not sure. It don't freaking matter. Khamzat's primarily relies on his wrestling. Whittaker on his striking. Something tells me to always pick the freaking Cormier Cuddle Club in events like this because they're going to lay on him and try to hurt him. But Bobby Knuckles is one of those guys that can change history, and he does all the time. I know he's getting up there in age, yada yada. He may not have the speed. He definitely still has his power, but those little tweaks and those little lack thereofs can really affect the fighter later on in life. I think, this is so hard. I'm taking Bobby Knuckles. My whole ratio is gonna go down because of this damn card, because of these damn fights. Yeah, I'm taking Bobby Knuckles over Chimaev, because even though my brain's Khamzat's gonna drag him down, hold him there, and just beat him up. He's gonna do it. I gotta have that little glimpse of faith that tells me that Bobby Knuckles is gonna show this guy what a freaking arena veteran can do. And I hope that is true. And I hope you hope with me. Because this is what we need. We gotta quit this Cormier Cuddle Club bullshit. And we gotta get the UFC to change its goddamn rules on freaking takedowns and cage stalling. And all that other shit that goes with it that we don't need. And now lastly, the main event, featherweight. Ilia Tuporia, 15-0 versus Max the Blessed Holloway, 26-7-0. This is a great one, and this is another throw up in the air. This is another we don't know what can happen with these two. We've seen Tuporia freaking just rinse Volkanovski out, just bam, ping, pang, gone. I got the belt now. Holloway got the BMF belt now. I don't know what belt's up. I don't think... That's another thing. I don't think that the fighters should decide who gets a shot at the BMF. BMF should be ceremonial. It should be a thing the fans decide who the two baddest are, and if they agree, they can fight. It shouldn't be a contended belt. But that's neither here nor there. That's a conversation for another time. Ilia's been talking mad reckless. He's been calling out Connor, every big name that there is, every not big name, acting like he's the best shit that's ever walked. He hasn't even defended his belt yet. I don't know. Maybe he is that good. Maybe he's not. But that's too much shit talking for a dude that's done way too little thus far. So, and we know Max Holloway's tried and true, tested, invested, and there. That means that I know that he can survive if he has to. If you're going to ask me who I'm taking Holloway for the win. Either decision or knockout, waiting around. I don't know. Those are my picks, guys, for UFC 308. If you agree, throw me a like. If you disagree, throw me a like. If you have your own idea, comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think's going to happen. Tell me your picks and lineups. If you got time, tell me why, so I can evaluate how you're thinking about this whole thing and how I'm thinking about this whole thing. Maybe meet in the middle somewhere. Maybe we can have a convo. Don't forget to check out the Agents of Calamity podcast. Add us up on Instagram, AOC_operatives. Join the Facebook group today, Agents of Calamity Facebook group. Hit me up on the Twitter at @FlashAttackJack. No C's. Get it? No C's. On the good old X. And please like, subscribe, and share. I really enjoy doing this for you guys. I hope you like it too. And like I said, it's really great and fun. 56%, baby. Let's hope it goes up from here. I don't know. You don't know. The American people don't know. But thank you. Comment below. Love y'all. Peace.